Good evening. Welcome to a regularly scheduled meeting of the Waterville City Council. There are agendas available on the table near the entrance or online at the city's website. Consent agenda items are routine items which are voted on in one motion and vote. Unfinished or new business items are voted on separately. Councilors will be given the opportunity for questions, comments, followed by citizens who must speak at the podium identifying themselves. Citizens will be allowed to speak one time per agenda item for up to 3 minutes. Citizens who wish to speak on a topic that does not appear in tonight's agenda will have the opportunity to do so during the public comment section of the agenda for up to 3 minutes. Kicking us off this evening will be the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, kicking us off this evening, disclosure of conflict of interest. Does any councilors have any conflict of interest on any of the votes that they will take this evening? Seeing none, we will move right on to the city manager report.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Some of my updates are in the agenda packet, but I'll briefly go through them. The first is notice of the Taconic Bridge closing on March 9th through March 16th. And that's also posted on the city social media pages and other locations by Maine DOT as well. So March 9th through 16th is the closure that's expected. Tax acquired properties for sale, just an update on those. The Reddington Street property is on tonight's agenda. The Union Place property is planned to be on the March 3rd meeting agenda. And Sunset Terrace is still in the for sale process at the beginning stages, unlike the other two. The 2026-27 budget process, which is also referred to as fiscal year 27, there's a notice attached to the manager's report in the agenda packet about meeting dates for the budget workshops in April. There's a number of meetings at which different departments give small presentations to the council, and those dates are all accurate, the dates and times, but there is one note that I'll say that there may be another meeting in May that wasn't noted in the agenda packet, May 7th, and if that update is necessary, we'll include it in the next agenda packet, but all the April dates listed are correct, so you can plan for that in advance. Next, I have some legislative updates. It's the time of year for the second session of a 2-year session where many bills are having their public hearings before they're officially passed or not. There are two I wanted to highlight, and the council, when they have their comments, can add to it if they wish, because some of them have greater insight into it than myself. But the first is LD 2119, and that's an act to expand reimbursement for treatment in place, community paramedicine, and alternate destination transport. That was actually sponsored by Councilor DeBrito. And we're very excited about the possibility of that because it could add not just locally but statewide to funding sources for essential programs and services that are provided by the EMS staff. So just briefly state what it does is currently there's certain services it's provided in a local place, but then the person doesn't get transported to the hospital. Those services are not reimbursed by insurance companies or whatnot. And also the community paramedicine that allows for helping people in the community with their health needs. Those two things, if this bill were to pass, could be reimbursed, so the essential services would develop some revenue because the staff is already doing that very important work. So thank you, Councilor DeBrito. And then LD 2124, an act to support emergency shelter funding using revenue from the real estate transfer tax. And the very brief version of that is it's trying to find more funding sources that are reliable for shelters like the Mid-Maine Homeless Shelter in our community from state funds rather than just local funds or them having to fundraise. So that's very important for their ongoing services as well. So many councilors and myself have supported these with letters of testimony to the state. The next is fiscal year 26 congressionally directed spending, CDS. We received an award notice that the city of Waterville was awarded $850,000 from the federal government for specifically 3 downtown projects for increasing pedestrian walkability and other aspects. And the Silver Street, Spring Street areas and an art walk were things that could be eligible for the use of those funds. And a special thanks to Senator King's office. Although all of our representatives go to bat for Waterville, Senator King especially made sure that this didn't fall off and was pushed forward, and we're very grateful for that support. And the last I have is this past Sunday at noon, there was the Battle of the Badges basketball tournament. And if you aren't familiar, it was very high-end basketball by our local police, fire and EMS professionals, and some local youth as well. And all the money raised go to 2 very impactful programs, AYCC's Unified Champion Club and the Pay What You Can program at the Youth Center as well. And I've been informed that just over $5,000 was raised in total. So that's a huge testament to these 2 departments coming together to do good in the community and have a public presence that was really positive. So I would also like to say that the MC, our own mayor, Mike Morris, did a great job as well. There were a lot of fun events with local kids participating. So it was my pleasure to be there and see it all. Thank you.
Thank you. That was fun. I mean, the final score, I think, was like 323 to something else. And I would tell you like that the majority of those points were points that were purchased, again, for the sake of raising money, and points that were earned by the kids who could allocate to whichever team that they wanted to. Because I believe Mike Violet said it best. This was the worst brand of basketball that he was going to call all year. And he was not wrong, so it was good. But it was a fun event nonetheless, and it was good. It was good to see Nick out there supporting everybody too. So great. All right. Well, thank you very much. Moving on to council comments or committee reports. Any councilors have any comments or committee reports that they would like to make this evening? Councilor Green.
Yeah, I just wanted to announce that tomorrow at 7 o'clock at the Schupp Center downtown, the Waterville Area Aging in Place group will meet. This is a group that's been meeting for about a year, maybe a little more, on various topics of interest to people who are aging. And of course we all are, but particularly those on the latter end. This week's topic is Planning for Aging with attorney Mark Nail from the Elder Law Offices of John and Mark Nail. So that's 7 o'clock tomorrow night at the Schupp Center if you're interested.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Anyone else have any updates? All right. Seeing none, we will move on to public comment. Anyone from the public have any comments this evening? Seeing none. Anyone online, Patty? All right. Moving on, I will entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
Motion for consent agenda.
All those, any discussion with regard to the consent agenda this evening? Seeing none, all those in favor? Thank you very much. And at this point, I will entertain a motion to read by title only, please.
Motion to read by title only.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, moving on to Order 37, 2026.
Accept donation from Friends of Quarry Road.
Move to adopt.
Second.
All right, any discussion with regards to this donation? Seeing none, Patty, can I get a roll call, please?
Counselor Gilly?
Yes.
Counselor DeBrito?
Yes.
Counselor Burdick?
Yes.
Counselor Green?
Yes.
Counselor Krigbaum?
Yes.
Counselor Harard?
Yes.
Vote is 6 in favor and 0 opposed.
Thank you. Moving on to Order 38, 2026.
Accept Maine Trails grant funding from the Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry for Quarry Road Trails Phase 1 Trails Master Plan.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, Patty, can I get a roll call, please?
Counselor Gilly,
Yes.
Counselor DeBrito,
Yes.
Counselor Burdick,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Krigbaum,
Yes.
Counselor Harard.
Yes.
Vote is 6 in favor and 0 opposed.
Thank you. Oh, moving on to ordinance 39, 2026.
Amend the zoning map, 70 Pleasant Street and 5 Middle Street contract zone revision.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none. Patty, can I get a roll call, please?
Counselor Gilly,
Yes.
Counselor DeBrito.
Yes.
Counselor Burdick.
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Krigbaum,
Yes.
Counselor Harard.
Yes.
The vote is 6 in favor and 0 opposed.
All right, moving on to new business, Resolution 42, 2026.
Authorize the renewal of a special amusement permit to VFW Forest J Pair Post 1285.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor? Okay, thank you very much. Moving on to Resolution 43, 2026.
Authorize the renewal of a special amusement permit to Silver Street Tavern.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor? Thank you very much. All right, moving on to Resolution 44, 2026.
Appointing members to the Rent Stabilization Board.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Okay. This one, when we, at the time we went to print, we had 4 members. We were actively soliciting and reading applications for our 5th member, which we did receive today. And Rian Finch has submitted an application. I spoke with him, and he would like to be part of this board. So I would like to entertain a motion to add Rian to this list before we vote on the whole thing, please.
Absolutely, all motion.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Okay. All right, move as amended?
All in favor of that?
Oh, sorry, all in favor of that? Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Get
you.
this down. Thank you.
And now move as amended.
Now move as amended? All those in favor?
Is there a motion and a
Oh,
second?
yeah.
Sorry.
Move as amended.
I'll
Do we
second.
want to, there was a
There was a,
comment from the public as well on this.
About the motion? Or
About
or,
the topic as a whole.
okay, well, let's get through the motion first, and then
Okay.
we'll open it up to that. Thank you. So, sorry, Patty.
that's okay. So now we have the amended version on the floor that includes Rian Finch with a term to expire in 2028.
Thank you. And the other 4 members, correct? Like, that's now, we're voting on the whole
5.
package. kit and
Correct.
caboodle. Okay. Now, any questions or comments from the council? Seeing none. Any comments from the public? Sir?
As of now, you guys all know me. I'm going down your list of the 4. This Poulin. Only question I got, what is a housing navigator?
I would assume the housing navigator is one that works to find housing for folks, or things of that, like, is
And
kind of
your
how I would,
5th and final
5th and final what?
member here? There's nothing on here on how he feels about the reason he wants to be on this board?
Oh, I don't know. Did that go out?
It did not go out. I did email it to you.
Yeah.
I think there was just general comments that he's willing to serve the city. He's been active on several boards throughout the years. He's a former city councilor.
Yeah.
And he's willing to serve in this capacity. He had no relation to any people that are living in the parks
Board ownership?
or
Yeah,
ownership.
no.
Correct. We did
Yeah,
vet
we had
that.
we had a few as we were looking through toward the end of last week. That as you started going down the list, one, their parents lived in the park even though they don't talk. And then we had another one that did work but had clients in the park. So we just had to, that's why we had the questions, right? Because
Okay,
we don't want to put ourselves in a situation where we have this come together and then whatever decision's made, then we have to go to defend the people of the board. So
And then, again, I'd like to make just one suggestion.
Yeah.
And you folks don't have to put up with it. But one advocate for the trailer, the renters of these parks, that has no vote. but he's on the board, or she's on the board, to support. I understand you're gonna have a meeting on any increases, but you listen to everyone that comes in with their complaints about C-37 or whoever. But when you get down to the final, let's have a discussion on the board on what we should do. I just think there should be an advocate there for the renters, the home parts, that doesn't have a vote, can really stand up and support these folks.
I do believe that, during any hearing or any discussion, you guys will be able to sit in and listen and, I would assume, participate in discussions.
Right.
Right.
When it comes down to the final thing, your board, after you listen to all the complaints from the renters, and the board sits down and they have their final discussion, I just feel there should be someone there from the park that has no vote, because you got 5 members, but they're there for these homeowners.
Well, I mean, the whole goal, the goal is impartiality, right? Like, so,
Right.
the goal is to not be influenced one way or the other, because if we add someone from the park, we add someone from C-37, right?
Right.
So,
Okay.
and then we're just going to argue the
Butt
same
heads.
comments that we just argued or, made during the public discussion piece.
Right.
Or the findings of fact, or whatever that they want to do.
Okay.
So I think that will just kind of muddy that. Like,
Muddy it.
the goal is to just, you present your case, they present their case, they do the deliberation, they make the decision. It is what it is, and then like so.
Yep, thank you.
The other part about this is that all of their meetings will be public.
Yeah.
The whole process. So at any point, anybody from the park can be there to advocate for themselves and
On
for the
either
park
side.
as a whole. Or the park themselves can show up and be, as a representative and be there for the whole process, from the beginning, when they first start deliberation, all the way to the final vote. You have the ability to be there and represent yourselves.
All right. Any other comments, concerns? Patty, can I, all those in favor? Thank you very much. All right, moving on to Resolution 45, 2026.
Amend the fire department fee schedule.
Move to adopt.
Second.
All right. Who's this handsome guy? Look at this. Look out. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, jeez.
Did you hear that?
You're electric chief.
And, I mean, I take offense to the not good basketball.
I mean, if you were at a different game than I was just saying, like,
It was bad.
at the end of the first quarter, I think it was 5-7. So, and
Yes.
I was, there was somebody online that said, "Oh, I think the final score is going to be 5-3," and I was like, "No way!" And then I'm like, "Well, you know what? They were pretty spot on."
Yeah, and we'd like to open up an investigation into it anyways, because
Yeah.
we were ahead at the end of the game,
I hear
and then
you.
we somehow lost. So I don't know what happened, but it was a good time had
It's
by
all for
all.
fun.
It was a good time.
Yes.
It was the rest, yeah. In our ordinance from time to time, with the assistance of the city manager, we are to propose fee changes to our fire department fee schedule. So that's kind of what I'm up here doing. This kind of got set in motion when we went with the new cost recovery billing agency. We got them down to 25, but we're off the national average. So if we go with the national average, they'll lower their fees down to 22%. So that's why we kind of started here. Myself and DC Flannery have been working with our EMS agency, our billing agency, to try to get us more in line with the Northeast regional average. So you'll see the fees that we have proposed does exactly that. If you want to walk down through here, I can walk you through them, or if you have any specific questions, that's entirely up to you how you would like to go about this. I put where we are in red with the crossed out line and where we're proposing to be now. And again, this puts, so cost recovery, which is more of the fire department side of things, this does put us in line with the national average. And then when we're in line with the national average, we'll also be able to go down to 22% on all recovered funds. And what we did with the EMS side of things is we've been working with QMC on that. They gave us the Northeast region average, and we've changed everything to be on that average. You can see most things did go up slightly. One Our interfacility, paramedic interfacility transfers, we were a little high, so we brought that back down to average to where we should be.
Now, this cost recovery, this isn't billed to an individual, this is to their insurance?
This is billed to their insurance, that's correct.
What if they don't have insurance?
Then I guess we don't get anything out of it. Yeah, so in every person's insurance rider, you do have a rider in your insurance. Every insurance company does this. They bury it usually so you're not really sure what it is, but there is fees in there for fire department fees. They obviously don't want you to know about it because they don't want us to charge for it. Basically, every fire department that I know around here is doing this. I can say also, going back to my original comment, this Fire Recovery USA that we've been working with so far has been phenomenal. We have a real good look at what we're billing out, what we're looking at, how things are going, which is much different than what it was before. So we're very happy with that company.
Right, and I understand the reason behind it. I just don't want it to cause someone to not call emergency services because, like, oh man, I don't have to spend this type of, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So I just want to clarify that.
Yes, sir.
that point.
Yep.
Well, I think a lot of these too are like accidents and things
Right.
of that nature. Like they're not typical. No one's calling for, like some of these things. A lot of these things are just as a result. If I roll up on an accident someplace and I do these things, then we're going to bill the insurance company, so to speak. So.
Yep. Yeah. Accidents, any type of big hazmat responses, which again is covered by insurances of those companies. And we do have a tech rescue water response in there, which was in there originally. We've just updated it to be more in line with the national average. And again, if you want to go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see where the differences are with the emergency medical services and the fees. Not real huge changes, but again, that's what we bill the insurance companies.
So as I read through this, the red is what it is and what it's been. So
Correct.
from motor vehicle incidents and hazmat, technical water, no changes to those. We were good there. And then the black for like permit fees, are those all new?
No, permit fees, nothing's changed in permit. Okay, so I'll start right at the top. The operational standby special amusement fees, the red crossed out, that's where we are now. The one to the right is where we're going to or proposing to go to.
Right.
The motor vehicle accidents, that's all in red because that doesn't exist now.
Okay,
The way-
that was my question.
Yeah, sorry. The way we charge now is per hour and per truck hour. This just kind of breaks it down and makes it easier to bill. So that's all new. The hazmat response that's all changed and that's all new. Same with tech rescue. And then all the way down to EMS. Those red fees with the line through them are the ones where we are now. The ones to the right are where we're proposing.
Okay. And then now, I'm sorry, so permit fees,
Nothing's changed in permit
okay, permits,
fees.
building inspection, plan, project review, all those are, everything's staying the same there, not until we get down to EMS, again, do we see the changes?
That is correct, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right. Any questions, comments from the council with regard to this document? All right. Seeing none, any commenting from the public? Seeing none. All those in favor? All right, wonderful. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, moving on to Resolution 46, 2026.
Adoption of the city council goals for 2026.
Move to adopt.
Any discussion? Any comments from the public? All right. All those in favor? Thank you very much. Councilor Green.
Yeah, I just have a request, and that is to put these goals on the website so that people will be able to see them easily and know what we're working for. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to Order 47, 2026.
Approve sale of city property, 26 Reddington Street.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Okay. Nick?
Yes, happy to set this up. As was discussed earlier in previous meetings, there are 4 tax-acquired properties, I believe. This is one of them. And the new state law process requires that we put it out to sale through a real estate company, not auction like it used to in the past, and that we're able to, as a city, pay ourselves back for back taxes and any other fees that we accrued with the real estate broker, attorneys, and cleanup fees, et cetera. And then thereafter, we give the previous owner the remainder of the funds after the city has paid themselves back and made themselves whole. And that's what's outlined in this document. It is an estimate, but it should be quite close. And if any other fees are accrued, we'd pay that to the city first before paying the prior owner what's the remainder. And it was an open process, and people were able to submit offers and bids to the real estate company, and then we were allowed to review them before proceeding. And that's what you have before you today for this property.
All right. Any discussion, any comments from the council? Council Green?
Yeah, just a question about how the final bid is awarded. Is it based on highest bid, or, how's that decision made?
There are multiple factors that could be considered, but highest offer would be one of the leading candidates. And then if there's any other considerations, they would be taken into consideration. If in a abutter, somebody that lives next door wanted the property, that might be valued as an equal footing thing to consider if the other offers were the same amount. And all the offers had to be as is, no contingencies, cash sale. For this particular property as well. So in this instance, it was the highest offer that was accepted. Okay. And it was up to me, but I said pending council approval. So it's your final decision.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, comments? All right, seeing none. All those in favor? All right, thank you very much. And with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you very much.